in the realm of the word, the pure word. Actually, also the Bible says in the principle was the word. So that is my concept of paradise. And you see also all these demons and all this situation, these flies grabbing this Ophelia, this beautiful girl, dying suicide, that Dante Gabriel Rossetti, that was a pre-Raphaelite in the 800s, was portrayed in many times in his paintings. And I took her for an example of being really dead. Means in the hair of this Ophelia, they are, insinuating all these devils, demons. And that is really, a soul that is staying here in the materiality. But after, you see, the plan is to go up. Okay, there are different praying, eternity, all these stages. And if you notice, I always take myth like Laocoon or Venus of Milo, from the Greeks. But I also take sculpture, like from our tradition in Italy. Canova was a big sculpture in Venice. This is the tomb of the Canova in the Frari of Venice. You understand that?
Yes, definitely.
So, and then you go in the afterlife, or this is Palazzo Ducale, and because always also art has been an expression of not only of the soul, but also about spirituality, God. In what I said also before, in the Western world, God was there till the Illuminism. So we have the Renaissance that was based on God representation. Differently of your world, that God is everywhere, in the minaret, in the prayers, in the dress. Our God was there in the Renaissance, and there it was like in the Muslim society. So I was just representing that kind of images. Going backwards in our history, where still this sense of spirituality was so strong. I made a monk, I made a cloister, I made all this a church, because that time was dealing with this spirituality that
it's
now
like the
actually
system.
it's not anymore there. I mean, it's the modernity. Yeah, you see modernity. You can see a beautiful girl, vogue looking, cosmopolitan looking, manicured, and in the background you see the war. And actually this is the denounce that I'm doing also, because in our world you see glamour, vogue is getting together with war. And you see CNN, and then you see the publicity of the Ferrari. So that is our world. It's just a big casino, a big mix. And this is also, actually it's not only ancient, my work, it's has many, the trait, the strongness is very modern, actually.
What is the tree significance of the tree?
It's, it's like, I would not say a tree of life. Yes, it's full of life. Actually, whenever I see the tree, I'm coming from the Dolomite, and see all this, they are also remembering bodies and all. But here I wanted to make like a tree of bodies. And the body for me is the representation of the power of the humankind, because the Renaissance was putting the person in the middle, the humanism, right? In the middle of the life. So there was a centrality of the human being, and so the exaltation also the body. What did Michelangelo about the powerful? It was like spirituality going through the power of the body. So for me, actually, being spiritual is also going through the flesh. Not forgetting totally, not killing the flesh. And the joy also that as an artist I have also in the drawings, it's this feeling of happiness and joy. And I think what I want to do with my art is the message. I want just to communicate to the people and give this message of you know, there are existing the angels, there existed the energy, there exists the afterlife. I mean, for many people that is obvious.
Yes.
But for many people it's also not obvious. And overall in my world, if you're not atheist or you neglect totally this part, you are just looking a little bit, you know, new age or out of time. Okay, I declare it, I'm out of time, but perhaps I'm in advance. I mean, the next time it will be this time where, you know, science will finally rejoin with religion and make it one together, because it cannot be a dichotomy like this, or science or religion. I think it's like the ancient time where the two, science and religion, was together, and we will go in there again. And if you want to open a discourse of modern scientism and the quanti, philosophy, scientism of the quantum and all this, it's introducing us in a new vision. And is that the vision? I mean, if you notice, this exhibition is just a box. And it's surrounded by emptiness. So I'm not here to sell painting or something. That is really horrible to say for me. But actually it's good because I want to sell a message. Not really sell, give a message. And I think this is my mission. And I'm treating art like I'm writing a book. So if somebody after wants to take a little piece, I put it there, drawings, they are printed on aluminium, like somebody takes a little history. But altogether it's making this box. And these are the poetry. And the poetry that I do, it was 1,000 versetti. Versetti has the numbers, right? And it's like a poem about, afterlife. In Italian it's all